Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and today I'm unboxing a dash cam. So I contacted all the leading dash cam manufacturers around the world and asked if they would send me their dash cams. And so far, VFO has been the first to actually do it. And this, when I was looking at dash cams, this was one of the ones that I was very interested in, mainly because of the there's like a little swivel camera for the interior of the car, and you could swivel it over to the right and look out the right side of the window. So if you get pulled over by the cops or something, you could point the camera over there and record your interaction with the police. Sometimes that could be very valuable. So, you know, if a cop says you said something or you did something, you'll have evidence of whether or not you did it or not. I mean, it could help you if you didn't do it, but if you did do it, then you might not want to show them that footage. So, they sent me the camera, which has a front camera, an interior camera, and a rear-facing camera. And I'll just unbox it and take a look at it. This looks like, all right, so this is the front one, and then here's the rear one, and you can swivel it over. Look at that, huh? It's pretty sleek looking. And it has like 3M adhesive. So I've only had one other dash cam before this, and it was just like a cheap $40 one. And it had a suction cup on it that would stay on there for about 12 hours and then fall off. And it was powered by a battery, which in the Texas sun, the like lithium ion batteries cooking in the sun, they don't handle that very well. And this is powered by a capacitor. I think it's a super capacitor or something. I'll have to find the actual details, but I know it's able to handle higher summer heats. So we'll see if it can survive my Texas summer here. And I don't have the details on that at hand. I remember looking it up though. It's probably in the manual. RTFM. So let's see what else you get. Here is the rear camera. Pretty small, with 3M adhesive. So the 3M adhesive is going to make sure that it stays on your window. It's not going to fall off like those suction cups did. And pretty long cable to run all the way from the front to the back of your car. And it comes with a power adapter if you want to plug it into your cigarette lighter. So it comes with that for free, but you can buy, which I would highly recommend, this optional hardwire kit. And the hardwire kit's only like 15 bucks, I think. And you can get this on Amazon. And there's a coupon on Amazon where you get, I think it's like $30 off. It ends up being 200 bucks for this webcam, which is a pretty good deal. And I don't get any affiliate links. My Amazon got shut down because I asked people to bookmark my Amazon link, so Amazon shut down my whole referral thing. So I get no more referrals through Amazon. But I still use Amazon. I just don't make any money off recommending people to shop on Amazon anymore. But I still do because I still love Amazon, even though I broke the rules and they banned me. So this is the hardwire kit. And then with this, it has this built-in power, what do they call this? It's like a power regulator. So it measures how much juice you have left in your car battery. And if it gets down to a certain point, which you set here, it can be anywhere between 11.8 volts and 12.4 volts. You just set that with a little switch. And when your battery gets down to that amount, it turns off the camera. So, you know, who knows how long that would take? You might make it like a day or two, running the camera before it will turn itself off. I'll have to find out how long it'll actually run before it turns off in my car. So I got the hardwire kit and I'm going to have it professionally installed. I have an appointment tomorrow morning. I didn't want to mess up my car because mine looks like it's going to be a little bit more complicated. Some cars have a fuse box like right under the steering wheel on the driver's side, so you can just kind of fish it down there and tap into the fuse box, but my fuse box is under the hood, so you have to run it through the firewall in the car, and that's a little bit too much work for me. And I have a hatchback, so it's harder to run the cable through the little rubber boot. So if you have a sedan, you can just run it across the top and stick it right on the back window, but with a hatchback, you have to run it through this little rubber boot, and it's more difficult. So because of that, I'm having it professionally installed. But they do send you a little tool here, a little pry tool, if you want to do it yourself. If you have a sedan and the fuse box is like right under your steering wheel, it probably wouldn't be that hard. You could probably do it yourself. But mine's going to be a little bit more complicated, so I'm hiring someone to do it. So after I get this all installed, I will hook it up and show you what it looks like. And they also sent me a 64 gigabyte SD card. It's very nice of them. And that's about it for the unboxing. They got some extra adhesives here. And I don't know what that thing is. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's a little USB something or other. Oh, it's the micro SD reader to read the SD card. Oh, that was nice. So it has a micro SD adapter where you could use a regular SD if you have an SD card reader, or you could use this little thing and plug it directly in micro SD into a USB. It's cool. And there's an app where you don't have to take the card out to read it. That might be the faster way to do it, but there's an app that you can put on your iPhone or Android and download the footage off the app. And that's how you configure all the settings and stuff. So we'll take a look at that too. So I'm going to try to be as in-depth and show you everything that this could do and the footage and all that stuff. So more coming up, and it'll instantly be installed in my car in 2 seconds. Now. All right, so I got it professionally installed. It looks good up there. And all the wires are run up into the ceiling. You can't see any wires, and let me show you the rear. So this was the harder part. See how they had to run it through this boot, and they couldn't get it under here. They said this was too tight, so they just put a nice little molding, and it cost $200 for the install. So pretty good deal. Cost as much as the dash cam, but it's got, you know, the professional look. So let's go for a drive, and I'll show you some footage. All right, so here we are out on the open road. I updated the firmware on the main camera and the rear camera. You just have to load go download the firmware from UFO's website and put it on the SD card, and then start it up, and it automatically loads the firmware. And so this is the latest and greatest that they have to offer at the moment. See how the quality suits your fancy. Yellow light. I was yellow the whole way through. Got it on dash cam, if you say otherwise. So you see how the recordings look. The front camera is 1440p, and the interior and rear cameras are 1080p, and they're all at 30 frames per second. And the parking mode is working. I'll show you what the parking mode looks like. So I was kind of worried that I didn't mention that it had to have a constant power source, because they said they were going to tap into the ACC power of the sunroof or something, because they didn't run it all the way to the fuse box under the hood, which I thought that's what you had to do. That's why I took it to a professional. They figured out how to tap into some other power in the car. And the parking mode does work. So when I turn the car off and leave, it'll keep recording until the battery drops to whatever amount was set on that switch. I don't even know what it was set at, but any of them should work really. And it'll just keep recording. Well, there's a constable. Hey, constable, I am in compliance with the law. Speed limit is 40. And I'm going 40. As you can see, this guy in front of me is going slower than that. And I'm on my way to Olive Garden. Give me a tour of Italy. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Oh, that makes me forget. I had a gift card someone got me for Olive Garden and I forgot to bring it. Uh-oh. Guess I'll have to go to Olive Garden again someday. But this is just to test out how good the mic is, and the camera quality, and the internal camera. You can swivel over to the side. So if you didn't want it recording you all the time, you could just leave it pointing to the side to have another view of the driver's side. Maybe someone T-boned you over there, and you'll have video evidence of that. Or if you get stopped by the police, there's another police officer right there. We got our town swarming with police. We are so safe. But you can swivel it over there and like record police interactions, and that may help you in court. So it's not a he said, she said. When it's he said, she said in court, and it's your word against the police officers, you have no evidence, the police officer is probably going to win. 99.9 times out of 100. So if you have some video evidence and be like, Judge, I have a video recording of this, and he did say that, and here's my proof. Well, that is going to hold up. The video camera doesn't lie. So that's the main reason I wanted to have a dash cam. It's just to be able to prove my innocence in case I was in an accident or a police interaction or road rage drivers doing crazy stuff. You know, there's all kinds of things that can happen out on the open road. So you gotta keep protected. And I do have the polarizing filter on. That's supposed to help reduce glare. And that is something that you have to buy extra. I forget how much it is, but it's not much. I think it's like $20 or less. I suppose you could use this for moto vlogs too. Just to document a trip you're taking, driving across country. I have seen people take like hours and hours of footage and then just compress it down into like a time lapse. You know, make like a 12-hour drive, 10 minutes long. So you could do something like that. But you'd have to know how long the video can record on your whatever size SD card you have. just because you have to copy it off before it starts overwriting. But I'm pretty sure you can record many hours with like 64 gigabyte SD card. I think they can go up to like a terabyte, 2 terabytes now. It's pretty crazy on a little micro SD card. It's wild, man. It's wild. Alright, so I'm pulling into the plaza where Olive Garden is. Go have me a tour of Italy. But I hope this little clip showed you the quality, what you can expect with the VivoPhone T130. And I'm gonna go have some num-nums. Peace. Alright, so that was my look at the VivoPhone T130. I hope the video gave you some insights on how it works and what you can expect from the videos that you get from it. It has, miles per hour, it has GPS coordinates on it, and it all comes in separate video files, so I put them all together in my video editing software. I use PowerDirector, but they also have there's like third-party dash cam software, dash cam view or something like that. It costs like $30. I didn't buy it, but you could try it out, and it allows you to add 2 video sources, so you'd have to buy it to add all 3 cameras from the T130, but you can group them all together, and it'll even show like Google Maps and stuff, like where you are on the map. So maybe if you got in an accident and needed to show where things happened, and it could make a nice presentation, but I didn't think I needed to buy that software. That's not related to VivoPhone at all. So I think it's a pretty cool camera. I don't know what else to say about it. I like it. I got it installed in my car, so it's gonna stay with my car. When I sell my car, it'll go with the car, because I'm not taking it out of there. But it should offer me some protection in case I'm ever in an accident, or anything that could happen out there. I would like to have it recorded. So thank you, VivoPhone, for sending me that, and you can check the links in the description. I'll put a link to VivoPhone's website where this camera is, and Amazon, and just buy it wherever you like. I don't get any referrals or affiliates, and VivoPhone didn't pay me to make this video. They did send me the camera for free, and I get to keep the camera, so thank you for that. And hopefully this video helped you make a decision whether you would like one yourself. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Take it easy.